Hi, my name is Nur Shafiq Iman bin Muhammad Shafiq. My student ID is 2025187777.
Hi, my name is Damia Safrina binti Muhammad Faizul. My student number is 2025407554.
Hi, my name is Siti Nur Alia binti Slamet. My student's number is 2025407824.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nabil Naufal Ibrahim Sham. My student ID is 202-587-4138.
Before I go to the calculation, I would like to explain the concept of compound interest to show how this topic actually works in real-life financial situation. Compound interest is computed using a formula that combines the total utilized for interest computation with previously accumulated interest. Basically, it is interest gained on money that has already produced interest. This is commonly known as interest on interest. As a result, an investor who uses this financial strategy and doesn't take their money out might eventually earn progressively high return. So, with that foundation, I will continue with the calculation for objective 1.
Problem statement for case study 1. Noah has been working as a graphic designer at Design Hongkong Studio for 4 years, and he plans to save part of his salary in Bank Rakyat term deposit I account to prepare for his future business. He wants to deposit 6,000 ringgit for 3 years, and this account offers an interest rate of 2.10% compounded quarterly.
For compound interest, number 1 is to determine the accumulated amount at the end of Noah's saving period. Number 2, to calculate the total interest received by Noah. Number 3, to calculate the account balance at the end of savings period if Noah deposits an additional 2,000 ringgit into the same account 2 years after his initial deposit. Number 4, to calculate the accumulated amount at the end of the saving period if the interest rate changed to 2.40% compounded every 2 months, 1 year after his initial deposit. P equal to 6,000, K equal to 2.10%, which is 0.021, M equal to 4, T equal to 3 years, I equal to K over M, which is 0.021 over 4, equal 21 over 4,000, N equal to M multiply T, which is 4 multiplied 3, we get 12.
First, for objective 1, we want to determine the accumulated amount at the end of Noah's saving period. To start, we use the compound interest formula, which S equals P multiplied in bracket 1 plus I to the power of N. In this question, P is the principal amount, which is 6,000. I is the monthly interest rate, which is 21 over 4,000. And N is 12 months. So, we substitute into the formula, which S equal to 6 multiplied with in bracket 1 plus I to the power of N. After calculating, the accumulated amount becomes RM 6,389 ringgit and 11 cents.
Objective 2 is to calculate the total interest received by Noah. So, to find the interest, we will use the formula of I equal to S minus T. Then, we will replace S and P with the information given earlier, which is I equal to 6,389.11 minus 6,000, and the answer will be RM 389.11.
Objective 3, to calculate the accrued balance at the saving period if Noah deposits an additional 2,000 ringgit into the same account 2 years after his initial deposit. K is 2.10%, which is 0.021. M equal to 4, I equal to K over M equal 0.021 over 4 equal 21 over 4,000. The number of interest rate N1 equal M multiplied T1 equal 4 multiplied 2 equal to 8, and 2 equal M multiplied T2 equal to 4 multiplied 1 equal to 4. Step 1, S1 equal to P1 in bracket 1 plus I to the power of N1. S1 equal to 6,000 equal to 1 plus 21 over 4,000 to the power of 8. S1 equal to 6,256 ringgit 68 cent. Step 2, amount added. P new equal to S1 plus P2. P new equal to 6,256 ringgit 68 plus 2,000. P new equal to 8,256 ringgit 68 cent. Step 3, S equal to P new in bracket 1 plus I to the power N2. S equal to 8256.68 in bracket 1 plus 21 over 4,000 to the power of 4. S equal to 8,431 ringgit 44 cent.
Okay, let's continue with objective 4. For objective 4, we have to calculate the accumulated amount at the end of the saving period if the interest rate changes to 2.40% compounded every 2 months, 1 year after his initial deposit. Okay, for this case, we have two terms of T, which is T1 and T2. T1 equals to 1 year, while T2 equals to 2 years. Next, we have to make a timeline by putting P and S undetermined. P equals to RM6000, and we have to find S, which is S is future value or accumulated amount. For the next one, K is annual nominal rate, which is K1 equals to 0.21%, equivalent to 0.021. M is frequency of conversion, which is M1 equals to 4. I is periodic interest rate. To find I, K must divide with M. So it becomes I1 equals to K1 divided with M1, which is 0.021 divided with 4, and it becomes 31 over 4000. N is number of interest period, which is N1 equals to M1 multiplied with T1, which is 4 multiplied with 1, and the answer is 4. K2 is 2.40%, equivalent to 0.024. M2 equals to 6. I2 equals to K2 divided with M2, which is 0.024 divided with 6, and it becomes 1 over 250. For the last one, N2 equals to M2 multiplied with T2, which is 6 multiplied with 2, and it becomes 12. Let's continue with objective 4. There are 2 steps left to solve this objective. For step 1, we need to use a formula which is S1 equals to P multiplied with 1 plus I1 to the power of N1. So S1 equals to 6000 multiplied with 1 plus 21 divided with 4000 to the power of 4. S1 equals to RM6127. For step 2, the formula is S equals to S1 multiplied with 1 plus I2 to the power of N2. So S equals to 6127 multiplied with 1 plus 1 over 250 to the power of 12. S equals to RM6427.65 cent. Okay, now we are going to see about introduction of annuity. Basically, an annuity is a contract between an individual and a life insurer in which a lump sum payment is invested by the insurer to provide regular income, usually for life after retirement. It helps you plan a steady future income and is often viewed more as an insurance product than an investment. Simply put, an annuity offers lifelong periodic payments in exchange for one-time investment. To use it, you choose an annuity plan with a lump sum contribution as inputs, and then receive payments monthly, quarterly, or yearly, where the payout amount depends on factors such as the return details and the annuity tenure.
Problem statement for annuity. Aisha is planning to buy a 2025 Corolla Asia 1.0 because her current car is too costly to repair. The cash price of the car was 38,700 ringgit and she planned to pay 10% as a down payment and the balance will be financed through Bank Muamalat's vehicle financing. The bank offers an interest rate of 2.95% compounded monthly for a loan period of 9 years.
Here's the objective for the topic of annuity. Number 1 is to determine the amount of monthly payments paid by Aisha. Number 2 is to calculate the total interest incurred by Aisha. Number 3 is to calculate the total outstanding balance if Aisha wants to settle the loan immediately after the 100 payment. Number 4 is to determine the outstanding areas that must be settled on the next payment if Aisha makes 2 consecutive monthly payments.
So for result and discussion for case study 2, A is RM34,830 for cost price, which is CP is RM38,700, down payment DP equal to 10% multiply with CP, and we will get RM3,817. For balance B equal to CP minus DP, and we will get RM34,830 ringgit. For K, 2.95%, we divide with 100 and we will get 0.0295. M is 12 and T is 9 years. For I, K over M equal to 0.0295 over 12 and we will get 59 over 24,000. Next, N, M multiplied with T equivalent 12 multiply 9, so N is 108.
Now, let's begin with objective 1. For objective 1, we have to determine the amount of monthly payments paid by Aisha. So the formula is A equals to R multiplied with 1 minus in bracket 1 plus I to the power of negative N over I. So it turns R equals to A multiplied with I in bracket 1 minus multiplied with 1 plus I to the power of negative N. Now we have to substitute the the information into the formula, which is R equals to 34,830 multiplied with 59 over 24,000 over, in bracket, 1 minus, multiplied with 1 plus 59 over 24,000 to the power of negative 108. R equals to RM 367.60 cents.
Objective number 2 is to calculate the total interest incurred by Aisha. So the formula that we're going to use to find interest is I equal to R multiplied with N minus A. So I equal to 367.60 multiply 108 minus 34,830, and the amount of I is I equal to RM 4,817.80 cents.
For objective 3, we have to calculate the total outstanding balance if Aisha want to settle the loan immediately after 100 days. The total of payment is 108, so we need to calculate the number of payments. The formula is N unpaid equals to N total minus N paid. So we got 108 minus 100 equals to 8. Next, we use the present value of N annuity formula. A sub N equals to R multiplied with 1 minus, in bracket, 1 plus I to the power of negative N divided with I. R is 367 ringgit and 60 cents. I is 59 over 24,000 and N is 8. So we substitute the value. A sub A equals to 367 ringgit 60 cents multiplied with 1 minus, in bracket, 1 plus 59 over 24,000 to the power of negative 8 divide with 59 over 24,000. After completing everything, the outstanding balance is RM 2,908 ringgit and 53 cents.
Objective 4. To determine the outstanding areas that must be settled on the next payment if Aisha missed 2 consecutive monthly payments. N unpaid equal to plus 1 equal to 3. So we will use S N equal to R, in bracket 1 plus I to the power of N minus 1 over I. So submit all the information into the formula. We will get 1,105 ringgit 51. The conclusion is compound interest. Understanding compound interest helps our money grow over time. It helps us make smart decisions for savings, loans and investment for the future. For annuity, understanding annuity helps us plan regular savings and payments. It helps us manage loans and prepare for long-term financial goals.